It's Melvin, and I'm back with some more boxing. Deontay the Bronze Bomber Wilder is supposed to be fighting Bryant Jennings. Bye-bye, Bryant Jennings. I'm looking forward to this fight. Bryant Jennings 19-1 with 10 KOs, one loss to the great Vladimir Klitschko. He went the distance with Klitschko, which shows how good Bryant Jennings really is. Bryant Jennings has defeated guys like Mike Perez, who was undefeated, Arthur Spitzkiller. Spitzkiller. I can't say his name. He was 16-0. He was also undefeated. He fought Maurice Bayarm, who was also undefeated at the time, who was 13-0. Right? He fought a couple guys. For a record that is 19-1, 10 KOs, one loss to great Vladimir Klitschko is very impressive. Fighting out of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. He's 6'3". He has good reach. He's 31 years old, and so far he's fought a couple good fighters. He also beat Bowie Tupo, right, which is also a good fighter. He fought a couple guys, Chris Koval, Steve Collins, who only had one loss at the time. So he fought a couple guys. Bryant Jennings is pretty solid. He has good punching power, speed, and he has a lot of stamina. He went 12 rounds with Vladimir Klitschko, and that takes a lot. It takes a lot. Deontay Wilder, the Bronze Bomber. Excuse me for my cold. He's 35-0 with 34 KOs. That gives him a 97% rating for KOs. So basically, you step in the ring with this guy, expect a KO. He recently just defeated Johan Duhapis. He defeated Eric Molina, Bimens Stavern, Jason Gavern, Malik Scott, Nikolia Furta. Also beat Lakovic. He defeated Audley Harrison, Matthew Greer, Kelvin Price took away his O, Damon McCurry took away his O. Fought a couple guys. Deontay Wilder has a solid record and a consistency of knocking his opponent out. He's 6'7", and he's 29 years old. He's much younger, well, a little younger than Bryant Jennings. And this is how I'm going to break it down. Wilder is much taller than Vladimir Klitschko. And we watch Jennings struggle with Vladimir Klitschko. He struggled at getting to his opponent in the early half of the fight. Later in the fight, Jennings adapted to Vladimir Klitschko's style and was able to compete at a championship level. That experience is genuine. He needed that experience. Without that experience, I wouldn't be able to say what I'm going to say now about him. He is going to apply pressure that Deontay Wilder has never seen. Unlike Bimens Stavern, Jennings is a little younger. Excuse me, not a little younger. He's a little more ballsier. Like, he's not afraid to come in. So I expect Jennings to be one of the first people to actually inflict some damage on Deontay Wilder. I also believe that Deontay Wilder will finally get pushed to the limit. Johan Duhapis did a great job at pushing Deontay Wilder. However, it's not to the limit like Jennings. Jennings is going to bring the American style of boxing into the ring. He's 6'3", and he knows how to use his skills and his abilities to his advantage. And I expect Wilder to have a lot of trouble with this guy. This might be the first guy. This might be not the first guy, but this guy might be another guy that Deontay Wilder won't be able to knock out. I see this going a distance, going 12 rounds. I see effective boxing out of Deontay Wilder, using the jab and using his hook to keep his opponent at bay. There's a blueprint on how to beat Jennings, so he's going to follow that guide that Vladimir Klitschko left for him. He's going to use his boxing ability. He's going to jab. He's going to flick a jab. He's going to move backwards. You're going to see Deontay Wilder moving backwards and controlling the range and showing his defensive abilities against a guy like Bryant Jennings, who has the power to take him out. Jennings will try his hardest to get to Wilder, but Wilder is much taller, much stronger, much bigger than Vladimir Klitschko. And in times, the reason why Jennings was able to get off on Klitschko is because Klitschko holds a lot. So Jennings was able to get close enough to Klitschko to hit him, especially after a clinch or before a clinch, because Klitschko was going for the clinch. And I don't believe Deontay Wilder is going to do that. Deontay Wilder's not going to do that. He's not going to clinch him at all. I don't see an early KO. I don't see much damage happening to Deontay Wilder. However, I do see it being a rough night for Jennings. I don't see Jennings getting knocked out, though. Because if Klitschko didn't knock him out, I don't believe Deontay Wilder can. Because Jennings is very cautious and knows how to use his defense. He's an offensive and defensive fighter. And when you fight somebody like that, you got to respect their game. And I do respect Bryant Jennings. And the only reason why Jennings is going to lose is just the same way the reason why Lucas Matisse lost. The height, the range. If you have a boxer who can use his range, his speed, his jab, his hooks to his best ability, then you have a fight. And the other person would have to risk so much. Jennings would have to risk so much to get to Wilder. And the power that the Bronze Bomber contains is not something anybody should risk going into. You have to fight a strategic fight against him. And or you have to be able to be a bigger puncher than he is, which we haven't seen yet. So I'm voting for Deontay Wilder to win by unanimous decision in 12 rounds against Bryant Jennings. Let me know in the comments below who do you believe is going to win, how you think they're going to win, and do you believe Bryant Jennings deserves a chance at Deontay Wilder? Do you think Deontay Wilder's cherry picking or he's trying to avoid Alexander Povetkin? Let me know in the comments below. Until next time, it's Melvin with boxing.